I believe we are. You know what it is? Sometimes the internet, I mean, a car could pass and the internet could go out here. So sometimes I don't. I believe we are. No. Ooh, I think we are.
Fine.
Hello, good evening, everyone. We have this thing with coming on late, but it's okay because we're just like practicing and like today I figured out I could put a title in before I go live on Zoom. Not that I don't really get nervous about these things because I could fucking care less. I really can. People don't understand that. I am like such a free will about a lot of things. Um, I could have been an exhibitionist.
No,
We've had a lot of accidents on Zoom, by
I
the
don't
way.
think so.
We will teach you Zoom etiquette before you come on, but we do
Uh,
want more people
mm,
on. Oh, look, I'm wearing my red, white, and blues.
You're
Um,
really not right.
what?
You're not an exhibitionist. She's a very proper person.
Me?
Yeah,
Oh, I
yeah.
don't know. In Florida, it just
Trying to
doesn't
be
even
proper.
seem to matter. Well, it never mattered in New York either.
Even though we're not proper, we're
Nowadays,
trying to
you
be
have,
proper.
yeah, well, that's true. No, you're right. I mean, you don't want to seem so indecent,
I'm just teasing.
especially with the topics that we so talk about. You can't really. Well, I'll never forget about the my tit stitch.
Oh, yeah, I know. I remember that too. That
But
was
you see, that was a
fucking.
recording, and I kept it in.
Yeah, that
I
was
asked my
hilarious.
husband, I was like, "Is that too much?" He was like, "Oh my God, I'm laughing." And it takes a lot to make my husband laugh. It really does. He's just a very he's not stern by any means. He doesn't drink anymore, so no, I'm kidding. It's hard to make a homicide detective laugh, I suppose. But he used to make me laugh. I mean,
John's a
he,
good guy.
yeah, he is. One time he comes home, he goes,
Yeah,
I see
those are the ones that did.
homicide detective, get it? I see deputy. Oh my God.
That's
And he out of the blue, he would do things like that. Like if he would over snack, oh God, he's gonna yell at me for saying this. If he would over snack, right? Like we'd have like Kit Kat bars and Reese's. That was like our chocolates of choice. And he would leave like Kit Kat bar wrappers, just like the one single bars. He'd leave one wrapper there, one wrapper there, and one would be by the cat. It was the cat's fault. Witty sense of humor. They were very old-fashioned in his precinct too. Classic cops. They don't have them anymore. They really don't. He taught like the last. What are you listen? Are you listening to something while we're live?
No, it's you actually.
So you are listening to something. What?
Well, yeah,
You know how
us.
many people? That's not. But you do realize we hear. No, it doesn't matter.
Let me turn it down a little
That would be a good idea.
bit. Excuse me.
See,
Wow.
I have it too. Oh, hi, Sarah. Good evening. I hope your son is
No, I
doing
didn't find
well.
it.
How is he?
Yeah. So
See,
get this. Let's see.
did you share, Joe?
Comments. Comments are not supported on private videos.
It is there. It's there. Did you share the show?
Yeah.
I mean, it's like 11. It's almost 12 actually.
Yes. How come it won't let me do
Eastern.
that? Running in Chrome. The heck? Open the YouTube app. Tap your profile picture. More videos.
You want me to share? You
I
want to
already
tell the
did.
story about the kid?
I already did. Oh, that one kid. Wow, yeah, right. That came up today. That was so weird. That kid, he's a rapper. He's a young kid. He's like 17 years old. And he was playing around,
Where
he was
was
doing good.
what's the
I don't know what state it was, but he was obviously doing not bad. He was up and coming. and he was playing
17, up
around.
and coming rapper.
He was on live media, social media, and he took the safety off of his gun, put the
Ah,
gun up to his head, and pulled the trigger
ah.
right in front of everybody. Wow, that was like
Any
really bad.
household that has a gun needs to talk to their children. The 17-year-old especially should know better.
Never know.
Okay, so John, I asked John what he did, and when his children were very young but old enough to grab something that heavy, I don't remember the age. It was Christopher was first. Christopher is the oldest one. He showed him the gun, told him, just sat down with him for, I don't know, 15, 20 minutes, made it an issue, and probably did it a couple of times.
Right.
Um, this is what the NRA does,
Hmm.
for people like Alec Baldwin, you
Right.
fucking piece of
I mean,
shit.
come on, man.
Yeah, he's dead. I don't care what you guys say, he's
You
dead.
pick up a well,
They're just
you know,
making
but
it.
you pick up a gun, doesn't matter. You don't know the gun. You always check the gun, no matter what. They taught us that, man. They taught me that when I was in the eighth grade.
That
You
was
know,
another thing. A lot of people
come on.
that love Trump or against RFK because of certain things that they have no clue about because they listened to shit from 2004,
Hmm.
2005. I can't believe how many people do that. But RFK is not anti-gun. He's Oh, good, Sarah. Very good. My son is doing awesome. Thanks for your prayers. You're welcome. Now, what was I saying?
Can you see my comment?
Can I see your comment?
Yeah, there's a
Oh,
wrench
yeah.
on my name.
Yeah, we're still getting used to this. I
I don't know
wonder.
what that means.
Well, you manage the page, the group, or whatever the hell, the channel, the channel. You manage it. You're the
Oh, okay.
manager. I would
Okay.
make everybody a manager and screw YouTube. You see how I work? You see how I work? That's what I told everybody in the groups too. If we had to pick and choose what you're allowed to say, then I'll make you manager or
Mm,
moderator or admin so you could put what you want because like you're not gonna outsmart me, believe me. I hate to be so you're not gonna do it. I mean, they do. Facebook came up with all this shit, and I was like, nah.
Patch called you a little girl.
What?
All right. Tried to outsmart you. Remember that? That was so funny.
I don't remember that. And he
Yeah.
called me a little girl.
Yeah. You just
Oh,
toned down.
wait. I'm 6 years younger.
Yeah. Yeah. Little,
That was it.
yeah.
Um,
You're a little girl.
wait. I want to get back to the gun thing. You see how
Okay.
we move on?
Yeah. Yeah. We
But you
just,
know what? I'm not used to reading the comments too. And you're actually supposed to read the comments, Joe. Do you remember that?
yeah.
Because I'm not good at like doing multitasking. Actually, women are better at multitasking. But you
Mm,
see, I can ramble on. That's my problem. We were talking about the gun. We were talking about the kid. We were talking about Alec Baldwin, right? And then I
yeah.
got on RFK. Fudge, what was it though? What
Yeah.
was
Nobody.
RFK about? Shoot. He said something so you see, damn it to hell. I move on too quick. Ah, fuck.
Wasn't there something? Did you hear something about RFK saying that the far right people are some kind of extremist or dangerous or something like
In
that? Did you hear?
2005.
Okay.
Yes. People change,
Hmm.
people grow, and people gain wisdom.
Right.
Trump is one of them. I am one of them. Joe is one of them. Sarah is one of them. Sarah knows what appendicitis is now. Not that she didn't before, but now she knows firsthand as a mother how it feels like for her son to go through surgery. And as I believe, Sarah, you have all adult sons. See, everybody experiences something different. Some people experience a lot of shit, others very little. I have friends that have never left New York City. Never. I mean, or they left late in life. I mean, there's just so much. I want to get back to the shooting thing, man. Before you see, I can't. We have to concentrate on the subject at hand. Um, is she talking? Does she want you?
No, she's back to the dog.
Con, good girl. All right, so
What was he doing with the gun? He's 17 years old. Hang on. What's he
well,
playing with the
certain
gun for?
states 17 is legal age. And you
Yeah,
can go into Walmart and buy a gun. I have no
true.
problem with
That's true.
that
That's
was it.
true.
That was what RFK said. He goes, "Do you remember a time in school when we learned civics?" This is RFK in the last
Yeah,
2 to 5 years. "Do you
yeah.
remember a time where we learned how to use guns?" Now, I've had girlfriends tell me this, older girlfriends. They've used guns in Catholic school too. Like I don't know if public schools were as prevalent as they are today, but at that time, they and I'm a little bit of a traditionalist. I love Renaissance shit, so I know how to use a bow and arrow better than some. I'm not like any expert by any means, although I do like my weapons of choice, a short bow. But in any case, um, they used to learn how to use these weapons, and then all of a sudden, women got really I mean, we were always sporty. And that's a good thing for women to be able to protect themselves from these big bad dudes and transvestite motherfuckers. Like, I don't know, you're gonna leave a kid in the bathroom with a transvestite, you're out of your mind. I don't know who is voting for that. Either way, I wouldn't put a woman in a bathroom with a little boy, a man, woman, whatever the hell they are.
Yeah, it's not really wise.
No. You know what it is? It's called lock the fucking door. Lock the door.
Exactly.
Or just don't go
Exactly.
it alone.
Great idea, right? Great idea.
I always have a knife with me. That's all
The
I
kid's
know.
name was Rilo Huncho.
Oh, Rilo, that
Rilo
shot
Huncho. Yeah, from Suffolk,
Suffolk, Suffolk, where?
Virginia.
Suffolk in Virginia.
Hmm. Poor kid.
Suffix or Suffolk?
Suffolk. Suffolk.
Yes. There's usually a Sussex and a Suffolk.
Yeah,
Like I
yeah.
know. I don't know why.
That's sad. Now, that is very sad.
Well, if the kid had been well, that almost seemed intentional to me. 17-year-old, you might not be, maybe he was on something. That just doesn't seem very 17, you don't know that a gun is loaded and not to put it up to your head. You got like 10, 11-year-olds that know that, even city kids. I mean, like I said, John's kids knew. Aw, Sarah says, thank you, Joe.
Mhm.
I love archery. Ah, go girl. You see? I like girls like us. They made fun of poor MTG,
Mhm. Yeah.
Marjorie.
Mhm.
It's like, why? Because she can stay fit and protect herself, and someone in that kind of stance that stands by Trump should be well capable of I have girlfriends that have kids, um, and go to karate to learn how to just a little. You don't need to.
I put Darian through karate.
It's a very good thing to know a
He
little bit.
became a green belt.
I'm not sure how far that is from.
It's pretty far.
Yeah, it's in.
Yeah, it's about he went that's about uh, about 5 belts up.
I took the,
Yeah,
I took the course on the streets. It was free.
yeah. Well, I used to do.
I
Yeah,
can't
there you go. There you go.
like growing up in Brooklyn, like if the girls got into a fight, MTG, Laura Loomer, and this black chick with the fucking eyelashes, let me tell you something. The girls would have razor blades in their hair.
Yeah,
You see how I grew up? And guess what? I know how to use a computer. Oh, wait, I'm white. It's only the black kids.
yeah.
Hulkle, whatever the hell. Hulkle is a jokel, a jokel Hulkle,
Yeah.
whatever the hell you are.
In
Girlfriend,
high school, I had medals, and I made a belt buckle that was really heavy, and I would wrap the belt around my hand. That was my weapon.
yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. Well, I
Uh,
had knuckles. I mean, because she just
I
didn't
bloodied a couple
do.
of heads with that thing. Yeah.
Can you imagine? I am like a middle-aged white woman, and oh my God, I know gang shit.
Shame on you.
These
Get
fucking
away from them gangs.
these people are out of their minds. Oh, it's so different being black from white. No, no, no. And I grew up in a relatively good neighborhood in
Yeah.
Brooklyn. Whatever good means, there's bad everywhere. There's
Yeah.
bad in every job. There's bad people. There's evil people. There are sadistic people. There are psychopaths.
And there's good people.
And then there's the few of us that are good.
Yeah.
Like I was in gangs, but I was
That's
like a
right.
good person. I really tried to help people. But I was very, I guess I can't, I used to wear like leather boots, I would be in full leather, my MC jacket. You wouldn't believe this. I had an, MC jacket with motorcycle jacket with I had chains hanging down. I painted a skull on, but I mean, I had bandana. I mean, you wouldn't believe it. I was like this heavy metal chick. You see, people grow up.
Well,
And the people that grow up are
I
the
didn't
ones that
dress
should
that
be in
way.
charge of the world. I'm just saying.
I didn't dress that way. I just ran with those people.
Right. Oh, I was into heavy
I
metal since I
dressed
was
my
a
way.
kid.
I wore a Levi's and t-shirt and tennis shoes. That's it. A coat in the winter.
What is on Human saying?
Who?
Arrow.
Oh, oh. I always loved going to camp and practice archery. I always wanted a crossbow. I wanted a crossbow too.
Yeah.
That would be cool.
See, this is the thing.
They
You
always said that was going
have
to blow up in your face, though.
people fear less what they know more about. There is nothing to fear but fear itself. If you
Right.
understand, I've said this before, I'm not a gun fan. I have tons of knives like you would not believe. I love knives. I just do. And I used to use butterfly knives and shit. I like swords. I have an old-fashioned Renaissance. You can name like from maces to broadswords to sabers, you name it. I'm like that
So
kind
you
of you
ain't one of them
blade between
serial
blade kind of shit.
slashers.
Huh?
You're not a serial slasher, right? Oh, she's thinking.
What have I done before? No, no, no. But I have nothing against guns if it's in the right hands. It's
Right.
not like, look, there's so many people that sit on a subway train going to work in the morning. You got hundreds of thousands of people commuting back
Yeah.
and forth from the Bronx, Staten Island, Brooklyn, all to the city, Queens. We're all sitting next to each other. Now, the videotapes you see, yeah, shit happens. It does everywhere. It's just that we now all have video. So you see it
Right.
more. Any time of any day, I could have taken out my little knife, I have a little pink knife that I almost always carry with me, no matter where I go.
Right.
In New York, it has to be below the palm, so about 4 inches to be legal. I think, like I gave a shit. I could stab anybody right next to me, and you know what? I could stab them 6 to 7 ribs in on the left side, which is the heart, which would automatically kill them. Probably 4 inches. If it was a child, I could definitely reach its heart. Shit, maybe I shouldn't be telling this shit on TV, on the channel, right?
Yeah, slip it
There are
right
ways
through,
to kill people.
yeah, right through the ribs.
Right, right. You get right to the heart and and get up and walk away. Nobody would ever know. But it doesn't happen. So why would anybody in the city think that people carrying guns? My husband always carried his gun after
Mm.
work. He always had it. It was his little pet. It was in his pants. It was his little pet. He was so used to it. After he retired, he barely touch it. I mean, he cleans it every now and then. Um, he's gonna take me to the range, though. I'm gonna get a little a
Good
little
idea.
baby gun myself.
Good
380 or
idea.
something I'm getting. I forgot. I don't know
I
guns.
I don't own a gun.
No.
I
No, I
don't.
know we talked about that.
I should, man. I mean, I should. I'm in a dangerous
Hey
area,
guys.
in a
Yeah.
dangerous neighborhood. I really should, but I don't. I mean, I guess I'm just not afraid of everybody because they already know who the crazy white man is.
The Colonel.
Yeah,
Good. We got people in the chat, Joe.
yeah.
They're
They
talking to
pretty
you,
much
though.
leave me alone. I mean, but I just
Well, you're a big
everybody's pretty.
dude.
Yeah, that too.
I'm so
Yeah,
tired of these
and they
ban
know me.
gun talks. Hold
Mhm.
on. I'm so tired of these ban gun talks like bad guys adhere to these laws. Right.
Right,
Uh,
exactly.
See, I would talk about this with my husband. He knows more than I do about guns and stuff. And he was like, the criminals already have them.
Right. So I
You
give
think
up
the
the gun.
criminals are going to give in the guns? The best
Exactly.
they did say, like, they were
Don't kill
smart
the
in getting
kids.
guns for money because, yeah, that makes more sense. They need their dose of crap today, so let's sell
Mhm.
my Glock for, 50 bucks, whatever the government was going to pay them.
Right.
Maybe, but now you're putting guns into even worse hands, the
Right.
government's hands.
The
The
criminals will never give up
establishment.
their guns. Never. Yeah, they won't. You're right.
Spell good. Spell good. Good.
Yeah, I think everybody's tired of the fake gun laws.
If Alec Baldwin, what was that? If Woody had just not drank the XXX, what was it? If Woody Woodpecker just didn't do that?
Oh,
Alec Baldwin had just gone to the NRA and taken like 2 lessons. That woman would still be alive.
yeah. Hmm.
I am going to go learn how to, what it gets me? Like, it just doesn't make sense. Like, all these actors and actresses that promote guns because they use them, right? Should all be for knowing how to use them correctly. This is not brain science. This is like,
It's not,
this
yeah,
is,
it's not brain surgery.
you're right. You don't give, like, a chef knows how to cut, right? He's taught because knives can be dangerous.
Right.
People cut bagels like this. Estupido. All right? You don't do that. You put the
Yeah.
bagel down, you put the knife between there, and you cut like that. Because
Yeah.
you're not gonna, I guarantee with the texture, you're gonna, and I know it for a fact, I know
Right.
people that actually have slit their hands open. So if you have to learn how to cook with a knife, you know, y- like people throw shit in while there's um oil boiling.
Yeah.
And then they're like upset that they get burned or they get their clothes all oiled up. And I'm like, that's why there's aprons. That's why there's a way to slide things in and do things correctly. That's where there's baskets. Hey,
Right.
and I don't know shit about cooking really. No,
Right. It's always been about disarming the public. They're spelled good. They need to disarm us so they can control us. If they can control us, they win. That's what they
I
want. They
somehow
want to
think it's
control us.
more than that. Um,
What's not a good reason?
they give us the
What's not a good reason?
what?
Unhuman.
Well, give her a minute to write back. She can't write back right away.
I know.
Um, you see, they use us in every way. Do not be fooled. They use us in every
Hmm.
fucking way. They they want our guns. They give us guns. Somebody made guns. What do you think? Um, Smith and Western, or what are the gun names? I don't know.
Smith and Wesson,
Weston, right? Uh,
Wesson,
a Winchester. That woman went
Winchester.
crazy. She went
Hmm.
crazy. She built houses with staircase that didn't go anywhere, with doors that didn't go anywhere, because she felt like the ghosts of the people that was shot by her husband's guns were all after her. There is a conscience to owning a weapon, a car too. You could do more damage with a car. Hence, people that get run over in parades, that's or plane crashes are just more devastating because there's just so many more people. Um, Not saying that, there hasn't been mass shootings and stuff, but
Right.
what is it? There's just there has to be responsibility, and Alex Baldwin needs to be held responsible. Well,
Yes, he's the
that's
one
what
that
it's
picked up the
saying.
gun first. And what about the one lady that he shot? Of course, they didn't die. Or was it a man that was standing in back
And
of the
when a
lady that?
man, yes, a man got shot
Okay, so he
also.
what that it was attempted murder on him, right? So that's a different
Manslaughter.
charge.
Um,
I'm just saying, I
it
mean, he
doesn't
should have
matter to
checked the
me, to
gun.
be honest, because he's already dead.
Yeah.
I'm tell Alec Baldwin is dead. These people are dead. There's almost nobody left. You have to feel the good in the world. Here's my spiritual craziness. What's this behind me, Joe?
Q. It's Isn't that the Kennedy compound? I believe it is. That's the great. That's their graveyard, isn't it?
That's the cemetery.
Yeah, their cemetery.
Their cemetery happens to be the shape
Oh,
of
Q.
a Q. Really?
Q clearance.
Really, guys?
Q clearance.
Q clearance. That's all it
Yeah,
is.
they have a Q
And
clearance
who
one.
better to have Q clearance? I want to say that he would have been 60. He would have been about Nan's age now. Junior, JFK Junior. No, I'm not gonna give away shit. Did I just give away Nan's age? So bad with that. Because I really
Agree
don't
on
care.
human.
What?
For
Oh,
blaming mass shooting for taking away the general's public's guns in Australia. That's what they're trying to do here. They're blaming the mass shootings that the Democrats are paying these people to do. Um, they got to be paying. There's too
listen,
many all of a sudden.
you guys have to wake up in a couple of ways. All right. First of all, guns are like obsolete. They're obsolete. You
Mm.
have fucking drones, lasers. Um,
Yes, they have pinpoint accuracy. Yes, yes, they
these
do.
things, these things, it could be the size of a freaking $50, go into a room and explode and it kill everybody in there. We
Isn't
have
it that
this
one weapon
technology.
out of the South Pole? That's that laser thing, right? That pinpoint has
Um,
pinpoint accuracy.
yes. I'm
That's how they
saying,
burnt the houses
and
in California.
they want you to think, they want you to still argue about your guns. This
Hmm.
is my point.
Yeah, they're
Wait,
the ones
Joe,
doing it.
don't skip because this is how I fuck up. All right. They want you to still argue about your little guns that's been around for what, 4 centuries, 3 centuries? Um, and they keep you arguing and they keep giving you money and reasons why. Forget about it. The little tiny drone the size of a bee could go right through your head. Don't worry about no fucking guns and gun laws. It's obsolete. They make you think of it. We have to start thinking avant-garde. We have to catch up to the
Yeah,
military. The military controls what you're talking about now, Joe, and HARP,
yeah.
HAARP. HARRP, or you guys might know what I'm talking about. Spell Good and Unhuman. That's the way they control the weather. They have been for years. It's nothing new. They'll go and blow up a new channel in the Mississippi because they need to direct water. I mean, they do things like this. They've been doing that for decades. So what makes us think that they can't cause a tornado,
Right.
a
They can do it.
typhoon, a
They can. They
tsunami?
have. Yeah, they can do it.
Of course they can.
They've been
Sandy,
doing it.
Sandy and Katrina were absolutely from the government, done by the evil, the government, the cabal, the Illuminati, whatever the fuck you want to call them. I'm so tired. I hope, you know what, YouTube, if you're gonna take me down, motherfuckers, because I'll just sue you later on. No problem with that. I don't need no goddamn lawyer. I know better than most lawyers. Well, who were we talking about? Trump's old lawyer that left him?
Oh, Jay
Hello.
Sekulow. It was so weird how he left him just after the election.
Another
I
another
don't.
brute.
I don't get that. He's supposed to be a constitutional lawyer, and we saw what they were
Yeah.
doing. I mean, it was like so weird how he just gave up on Trump, and I thought he was, man, I followed the guy so religiously, and I thought he
Yeah,
was a constitutional lawyer
you were
too.
really pissed.
But he asks, after it was all said and done, and even through COVID and everything else, and even now, they still ask for money so they can help people in Israel.
Oh boy.
I don't get him.
Everybody has to realize that this is all a show. I put up the picture with who was it? There was Soros, there was Schwab, there was who else was in there? Kissinger.
Uh-huh.
Uh, they're all dead.
Yeah.
The Rothschild. I know a lot of you think only one or two of them are dead, but they are all dead. It has been taken care of. I kid you not. Even Shatner thinks so. Look, this isn't, I doubt that's Shatner.
No, the one on the other side is
It's
the one with
it's
his finger, the
confusing to
middle
know
finger up.
who's that's
That's not.
Shatner.
Yeah, it looks
You
like him.
kidding?
Looks like him.
It's in my freaking computer. You don't think I know who I have in my computer?
Yeah, yeah. Who are those guys?
It's Doctor Who. That's Peter
Oh, that's right.
Davidson.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's old Doctor Who. But actually, David Tennant married um, Peter Davison's daughter. I, other than that, I really don't care. I don't
Yeah,
keep up with.
those
I don't even
chemtrails.
know. Why do I have
Well, they,
him?
they, yeah, Unhuman said she sees the chemtrails in the sky there, but I think they're trying to make clouds in the desert, in the dry areas. Who's that lady?
That's Pauline Hanson.
Hmm.
That's the one, right?
Hmm.
Sarah. I always have.
Yeah, they're trying to put clouds they're trying to make rain in the desert. Trumpy.
Okay, but having rain in the desert is a good thing. Okay, if we can control certain, well, first of all, we have to undo the damage they already did. I've told you the chemtrails that you're seeing now are not the same. First of all, they're less and less. Second of all, they mushroom. The clouds are different. Third of all, I believe it to be gold. They're putting gold dust in. So that means things will fall down. You will probably have allergies, respiratory problems, new viruses, hence what Kevi is going through.
Because of
Um,
the chemicals. Yeah.
that's why I told you guys about the
Right.
hydroxychloroquine.
But
Okay, because this shit will be coming back down to the earth. It has no place I mean, it's going to go all over the place until the earth is revived. They have done years of damage, years
yeah.
and years of damage. I was with my sister watching Law and Order, which is one of the things I'll watch because it's actually very truthful. And it was one with Jerry Olbrich or Olsberg, Jerry Olbach. I can't remember. He's an older actor. He's gone too. Um, so it was an old episode, and it was obviously old because They had a like a Mac computer. It was probably like 40 years old, 30, 40 years old, I don't know. And there on top of that computer that they were, walking on the
Mm.
streets and the guy was delivering the computers, on top of this huge square computer was a bottle of Poland Spring. And I said, wow, we have computers that fit in our hands now, but that fucking bottle of Poland Spring looks exactly damn the same. Do you see what I'm saying, guys?
Hmm.
20, 30, 40, 50 years and the damn bottle looks the same. Guess what's in there? Guess what's in there? Plastic.
Well,
Plastic. Plastic is man-made.
yes.
You have water sitting in there for weeks, days, months, I don't know.
Yeah.
And you're gonna get plastic remnants. You just are. We have not moved forward. They do this for a reason. I Oh, look, John Lennon. Oh, that was, yeah. I sold that for like $50. My
Hmm.
John Lennon. Yeah. John Nolan. Shout out to my Irish friends from Brooklyn. Although I think he lives upstate now. But he was from Ireland.
So
Wait,
spell good things were at the end of empire.
what?
Hmm.
What now?
It's not a complicated, guys. When you understand how our system works, we're at end of empire time, and that's what happens when looking at history. And yes, that's the Pauline.
I'm sorry, say that again.
He wrote, Spellgood wrote, not the complicated guy. It's not that complicated, guys. When you understand how our system works, we're at end of empire time, and that's what happens when looking at history.
We're at the end of Empire time.
Hmm. Yeah, it's usually empires only last 2,000 years.
Ah,
Thank you, Vivi Savage 13. We like to put up
um,
those posts. It's kind of fun for us. But
you're
thank you,
absolutely
thank
right.
you.
Wait, let me finish. Let me get on to that now. Okay, so
Okay.
our calendar does not change,
Mhm.
but it's funny because my friend called it the Julian Assange calendar,
Yeah, could be.
which
Yeah,
it could be. It's
yeah.
crazy. But because the Julian calendar, the Julius Caesar calendar probably messed us up. It was probably all wrong. These are conspiracies, guys, but it just makes sense with a lot of other stuff. Okay. We started a new calendar, a new empire, April 1st, April Fool's Day, which may actually be Jesus Christ's real birthday. Conspiracists believe that he was born in the spring, not in uh, December. So, I mean, a lot of conspiracists believe in that.
Well, Mark is usually one, so that's because I think they used to say that March was the first month, and then they added on February and January. But somebody had said along the way that they had actually added 3 months on into one of the months away somehow. I don't really
Um,
understand. I didn't see hear all of that, right?
you're right, and I think there might be 13 months. That
Mm.
might be the problem. I'm not sure. I'll look into it a bit more, but
Mhm.
we are in the age of Aquarius. That song was a hit for a reason. It's supposedly told. Yet our globes and our maps and stuff are still in the old age. It
Yeah.
takes like, I want to say 2,600 years. Yes, 2,600 years, 2,800 years to go through an age. Um, might be better on the zodiac or the Chinese calendar
Mhm.
might say it better. I'm not even sure, but we are actually in the age of Aquarius,
Nice.
which is like a universe. It's going to affect us. The Earth is ascending, people. It's ascending not in a way that you might think like it's rising up to God, but we're losing 3D construction. Oh God, this sounds all freaking crazy. Well. You tell me why there's so many fires and bridges falling and train derailments, and you come up with a better reason than the
All the
3D
all the all the
matrix is
chaos in the
collapsing.
world right now.
There's a lot of chaos. But
Right.
it's a lot of it is to wake people up to the fact that it's fake. It's all been done already.
Yeah.
Our World War III is pretty much
Almost.
over. I was
Yeah.
told about 2 weeks ago that we were over the percentile. They could not come back. There was no, I mean, they were squished, basically. And what's going on now is really just to wake people up. It's all been handled.
Yeah.
And they're giving you little signs to show you that it's all fake. Like, what president would have any classified documents in their house, right? Unless they were bad presidents. Trump, we all know, was not a bad president. The classified shit that they think are in his house, or you people think, or anybody who thinks is in his house, the Pentagon has. The Pentagon would not give any information to this administration because there were
Mhm.
certain people left on the bottom of the pyramid still working to try
Well,
to destroy.
they did fight him all through his presidency. So it just tells me that why
He was
would
a
they
good man.
give him or allow him to take documents when they hated him in the first place? So he probably just took the documents that he could, but before he took them, he declassified them because he had that
No
power.
president takes that. What do you, no, Trump is not going to take fucking documents from work. Who takes documents home from work?
Nobody.
Right. So why would anybody in the world think Trump did it, including the Biden administration? Wake up, people. It's fake. It's all fake, 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 fake.
So you don't think
I'm not supposed to be
you don't
telling you guys
listen,
this.
you don't think Biden had the documents in his garage either?
No, Biden's been dead since 2019. It's to wake the sleeping masses. They're trying to smack you in the face, trying to teach you laws little by little. They have actors like Vivek out. Kennedy. Kennedy is trying to
Jesus
wake us
Christ.
up. Nothing. You, you better start listening to these people. They make sense. They're not ignorant because they're not conservative or Republican. You listen to their ideas and more morals.
Hmm.
And I'm not going to stand here and I'm not going to take it anymore. Where
What do you
people are
think
like
about
judgmental.
Bohemian Grove?
Who asked that?
Sarah, Unhuman 1981 X is it S.
So there
What is
was there was I recently watched a video. Believe me, I know about the I could go on forever about it, including why it's an owl. Because owls are wise and owls are good at getting their prey birds, right? Right? And they have big eyes and they see everything and they could turn their heads, right? This is why they have the owl there because they believe that they're that smart. Well, if they were that smart, then they would know not to inbreed because inbreeding causes a lot of mental and disabilities. Like probably how they figured out how to get autism, the autism cell in the vaccines. And if you don't really believe that by now, I mean, you're lost. You're lost. Okay, so Bohemian Grove. So this
it's
guy
in
goes around to the
California.
neighborhood in California around where the
Hmm.
Grove, the bar is. It's a bar restaurant, and they're cannibalists, so they eat
Hmm.
humans, okay, and drink blood and whatever. And he's asking people, and nobody's talking. Well, they talk until they say, "Are you recording this?" And when they say that, he's recording it, they're like, "Oh, I don't want to say anymore." He found one woman in a store that she was a bit older that she went on a little bit saying, "You don't go and ask questions about this place. Unless you're invited, you can't get in." Um, it, the whole town knows basically to stay away from this place and not talk about it. people simply will disappear, you know, like Hillary's count. And a lot of you think Hillary only killed 250. First of all, it's not Hillary, all right? It's all of them. It's the cabal. They knew how to work as a team, the Illuminati. They killed millions, billions of us because they made all the wars. They created all the wars. The Rockefellers, or was it the Rothschilds, created the stock crash. October, was that my birthday? October 29th?
Hmm.
I think it was.
That was October 1st, wasn't it? That the
Or
stock
was it the
crash.
first in 2020, in 1929?
Hmm.
Whatever. It doesn't matter. I love numbers. You'll notice I love numbers. Numbers mean everything to me. The four is
It's
your
weird. Weird.
significant other, and the seven is a love card. So
Hmm.
47 together always meant change to me. I've
Yeah.
said that before. I read
Yeah, you
numbers.
have. Yes, you have.
I've said it billions of times. Since I'm a kid, I've been saying it. I probably have pictures of it. Like, writing, or I guarantee I have it in like artwork.
Mhm.
What else is
But
going on?
yes, it's a
Who else
real
is
place.
watching?
It is a real place, Sarah. Bohemian Grove. I believe it is a real place. I do.
Oh yeah, you like our posts. Oh no, Bohemian Grove is a real place. I
Yeah,
just said it.
yeah, yeah. I know. Well, she was asking us,
I don't lie,
and I'm
people.
saying,
And I do a lot of research. I
I
don't
know.
listen to one, two, or three people. It's usually three or more.
So I would. You
Different.
said that about that what you said about it. I was just reiterating. Yeah, I believe it
Yeah.
too. That's all I'm saying.
No,
I
I'm,
believe it's a real place too.
yeah, that is Pauline, right? And oh, now I have the Beatles up. Wait,
Californians are strange folks.
look, were the Beatles trying to tell us something, guys? Were the Beatles trying to tell us? Because that's
Kind
what
of, sort
Satanists
of.
do to children.
Yeah.
That's no joke. There is disgusting shit on the dark web that no, I'd say most of civilization has no clue about.
Yeah.
That it's like only fun for a few million people, and it's gross. It's grotesque. That is about they used to sell kids like you would see something, a cabinet that should go for maybe 30, 40 uh dollars, $60, go for $60,000.
Man.
A little cabinet that a child could fit in. Okay? This is no joke. They love children. They like sacrificing them. Okay, there are different levels of the Illuminati too. So don't think that they all do this, you know. But most of them are fucked up in the head. They really are. And the Hollywood mass did not escape. They are either dead, dying, or in Gitmo. They did not escape. If they were bad, they're held accountable because the first thing Trump did in 2017 was he closed down one of the biggest sites of sex trafficking, and then he put in crimes against humanity. And you think he sat on his ass? No, he kept us occupied with all the fucking court shit that was going on, and then chasing him like they're still doing today. Meanwhile, our military, RQ, in 47 different countries, got shit done without half the world knowing, without most of the world knowing, except some of us believers. Bohemian Grove exists. They've done shit like this. Hillary Clinton herself is a Satanist. Oh God, we're gonna be taken down. I don't care. It's a late show. Screw you, YouTube. I will stand my fuck you. You want to arrest me? I'll even go with. I don't care. I'll be a trooper like Trump.
Hope I
Screw
don't get arrested.
noise. People really have to come out and see the truth.
Mhm.
You think the
Especially
Beatle
me.
albums would, why would they do this? Tell me.
Um,
Come on. People, wake the fuck up. I'm glad you
yeah.
liked our You see how it could change? Just let me
Mhm.
get out of that attitude and go into
Yeah,
something.
right.
Um,
We
who was
gotta
it that said that they liked our posts? Yeah, we try. And Sarah gave us a lot of those. Some of them I know of, Sarah, but Joe has them and he's in charge of them. And Sarah, Joe and I want to send you a little something to help you get a computer. You have to let us know. We have no problem with that. We have no problem. We're really good like that. We all help each other. That's what we do. My group, once you get in, you'll see.
so
I mean, we have helped each other beyond much. First of all, sanity. Sanity is a must.
yeah.
Um, a lot of people, it was so hard. Mega grabbed onto each other because they saw it. They saw the fake shit going on, and they're like, "Oh my, this can't be on my corner of my block. There has to be people like me that believe this can't be going on. My kid can't have a transvestite reading to him in school with his legs wide open. I
Oh
mean, this
no,
doesn't make sense,
gross.
you know?
Yeah,
I mean, that's why
they're
we all
starting to
and
they're starting to
it's
get
a
rid of that.
worldwide thing, huh?
Yeah,
I'm
if they're
sorry.
starting to get rid of that too, they're gonna get rid of that.
It's all gone, people.
What,
It's
Lucille?
all gone.
Banker was telling us.
I don't know.
She yelling at you.
Yeah.
Damn wives, we suck. I suck well, at least. Girl, I don't know. I'm burning in hell. I'm gonna burn in hell. Burn in hell.
Some do, some don't.
Here's a conspiracy. Yeah. Wait.
So, but anyways,
Here's a
we got about
conspiracy.
what? I got a couple minutes left. I got it because I got work tomorrow.
Yeah, I know. I know. This is gonna be short. Well, short for us.
Yeah, about 5 or 10 minutes
See.
left. What,
I
Lucille?
have Irish great grandparents.
No, no, no.
I wonder where I come from. You have Irish great grandparents. I don't um
My
because
my
my
dad was in contact with an Irish cousin, so so we got some Irish blood too.
well, it makes sense for the Spanish to have Irish blood because they were the they pillaged Ireland at one time. So you got Black Irish, Spanish Irish, not black as in the. You see that, guys? It's not black as in the color skin. It's the Black Irish. It's Spanish. It's
So,
colors, race. No, no, fake news. Um, the Ukraine was pillaged and by the Mongolians, and my brother has like those Richard Gere eyes, like, and my grandfather. So I often wonder if, because I shouldn't really be brown hair and brown eyes, which I am. I know I'm bleach blonde. MTG, we bleach blondes
hmm.
stay together. Maybe that's what makes us smart. I don't know. Well, at least she's smart. Um, anyhow, let's see what else. Oh, good night. I'm loving this chat, but it's almost midnight in the central time zone. I must sleep now. Good night. Good night.
Good night, man. Thanks for
Stop.
stopping in.
Vive Savage the 13. Yeah, we'll
Right.
definitely do it earlier.
Come back and see us.
It's strange how we just pop on.
Mhm.
Didn't you want to mention really quick about the Trump thing?
Which one? Which Trump? No.
Um, oh, right, no. Today in court, they said that the guys were going to be dressed down, the FBI. Was it
Mhm.
the FBI that was going to be dressed down in polos to
I
go and
didn't
get
I
the
didn't hear that.
information that Trump obviously doesn't have in his house because nobody brings work home with them? I mean, pictures and such make sense, but um, he had they had the authority to shoot, to kill,
Mhm.
People, if this isn't waking you up, and Trump wasn't there that day, was he?
No, thank God he wasn't there.
Don't say thank God. It was a fucking plan. He
Could
wouldn't
be.
be there.
Well,
It's
could
a
be.
plan. Trump is planning it with Q. I don't know when we're supposed to like really, I'm like really trying to wake people up here. I mean, I don't know what I'm seeing that you guys are not seeing. But then I don't listen to the media. And Joe, I know you're awake. I know you're awake in there. I know Sarah and good people are awake. Like, I'm just not sure how much I'm gonna get away with all this. Because I'm just splurting it out. I'm not even being careful. I could care less. We'll start over. We'll start over. I have no problem with that. Fuck y'all. Anyhow, I knew it's real place. I've seen numerous videos on it. I was
Yeah.
asking what you thoughts are on
Oh,
it. The Bohemian.
Bohemian Grove is what she's referring to.
Mm.
Yeah.
It's a disgusting satanic place where only certain people are invited to go, mostly the elites. You
The
know, those people that
so-called,
gather in Davos.
and just the people that have a lot of money. In other
The
words.
people that thought they would make the best decisions for humanity because they were smart,
Hey,
except that they weren't
let's
smart
call
because they were
ourselves
ignorant.
elite because
Right,
we're elite.
right. Who do you
Fuck
think
out of
gave him the
here.
name? Excuse me. Who do you think gave him this name? They sit in a boardroom because they're bored.
And give themselves shit
Excuse
like
me, that
that.
went down the wrong pipe. They sit in a boardroom because they are bored,
Right. It's,
right? Because
mhm.
they already know. They already planned. And
Oh,
for
yeah.
for years they don't have to do much but twiddle their thumbs, right? Until the big days come, like 9/11, when Bush is sitting there and being told in his ear while he's reading to a class of children,
Yeah.
ass, my
Okay.
big white Michigan shaped ass.
Yeah.
All right, guys, we'll go. We'll go. I could go on forever. I've had a nap
Yes, we
today,
can.
so I'm gonna be
Yes,
up
we
all
can.
freaking night. But I'll be working on. I have like 7 or 8 satire videos that I've been working on for months, and I can't seem to pull myself to get it together. But at least I've been making. I'd make commercials if you guys want any. I really don't mind. It's fun doing it for him. You like him, Joe, don't you? The car
Hmm.
commercials. He's got a good channel going. Oh, we have to change your name. Mhm. Can't forget that. I'll do that tonight while you go to sleep. He's got work in the morning. All right,
Yeah.
guys, we love you, and we are
Peace
gonna
out.
see. I wonder if you can do it. Peace out, my sisters.
Mhm.